My dear students, today I am going to discuss some questions in physics, ABC of Physics 21, Part 21. The first question is, what do you mean by advance, sunrise, and delayed sunset? The answer is, the sun is visible a little before the actual sunrise and until a little after the actual sunset. Due to refraction of light through the atmosphere. By actual sunrise, we mean the actual crossing of the horizon by the sun. The refractive index of air with respect to vacuum is 1.00029. Due to this, the apparent shift in the direction of the sun is by about half a degree, and the corresponding time difference between actual sunset and apparent sunset is about 2 minutes. The apparent flattening, that is oval shape, of the sun at sunset and sunrise is also due to the same phenomenon. Second question is, what is polarity of charge? Answer is, the property which differentiates the two kinds of charges is called the property of charge, or is called the polarity of charge. Not the property of charge, is called the polarity. It is the polarity. Okay, it is the polarity of charge. Third question is, what is electrostatic shielding? Answer is, whatever be the charge and field configuration outside any cavity in a conductor remains shielded from outside electric influence. The field inside the cavity is always zero. This is known as electrostatic shielding. The fourth question is, what are the contributions of William Gilbert, Charles Coulomb, and Heinrich Hertz in physics? Answer is, in 1600, William Gilbert discovered that the electrification was not limited to amber but is a general phenomenon. Charles Coulomb in 1785 found that the force between the two charged particles varied inversely to the square of the distance between them. In 1888, Heinrich Hertz produced electromagnetic waves in the laboratory. This later on led to the development of radio and television. Fifth question is, what is the relation between linear speed and angular velocity? So answer is, angle in radians is equals to length of the arc divided by radius of the circle. And for angle in radians, we are taking theta. So theta is equals to, and length of the arc I am taking s, radius of the circle is r. So theta is equals to s by r. This is the first equation. And now linear speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. This implies for linear speed we are taking small v, and that is equals to distance traveled. I am taking s divided by t. So s is equals to v into t. This second equation. And now putting this value of s in equation 1, we get theta is equals to v into t by r. Because here s by r it is in equation 1, and we have got s is equals to v into t. So in equation 1 we are putting the value of s, and then we get theta equals to v into t by r. And now this t is coming to the denominator of theta. So theta by t is equals to v by r. This is third equation. And now angular velocity is equals to angular displacement divided by time taken. So this angular velocity we are taking omega. This is a Greek letter, omega. And for angular displacement, that is theta by t. So now putting in equation 3 this value of theta by t as omega we get. That means where theta by t is there in equation 3 we will write omega, and then we will get omega is equals to v by r. This implies v equals to omega into r. So this v is linear speed, and that is equals to omega is angular velocity into radius of the circular path. So linear speed is equals to angular velocity into radius of the circular path. That is v equals to w omega into r. Omega is angular velocity. So we should keep in mind that this equation that means v equals to omega into r is valid only if the angle is expressed in radians. Thank you. If you like, please share and subscribe.